Hello and welcome to the United Community Channel. My name is Jack and this is a live watch along Ireland versus Belgium international friendly. Little bit different than our normal watch alongs, but yeah, happy Saturday. And Ireland are obviously playing against Belgium in an international friendly. John O'Shea's first game in charge as interim manager. So we said we'd do a watch along, join in along and a little bit different. So hey, you're all welcome. Please smash a like on the video. Hit subscribe if you're new to the channel. Yeah, looking forward to it. Looking forward to seeing how Ireland get on. Looking forward to seeing how John O'Shea maybe sets up the team and so on and so forth. But should be an interesting enough game. And one hopefully Ireland can get a win in. But let's see how we get on. It's yeah, just getting it up on the screen here now. But hope everybody is doing well, guys. If anybody is new to the channel, do hit the subscribe button. Absolutely amazing reaction over the last maybe week or so to the less than a week to the match day vlog that we put up. It's nearly 20,000 views, and as you can see up here in the right hand corner, I think we've got something like 1,500 new subscribers to the channel. So you're all more than welcome, guys. Thanks for joining. A couple of hours here watching Ireland. We'll obviously keep you up to date on some of the other international games that are going on as well. But I think they're all friendlies today. So yeah, in for a chat, watch a bit of football. Saturday evening, what more could you want? And you're all welcome. So yeah, get your comments in as well as usual. Danny is in. What's up, everyone? Happy Saturday. Hope everyone's having a good weekend. Come on, Ireland. Reese is in. Surely we only lose by 10 or so. But looking forward to it. We've got Tim in as well. Good to see you. Thanks for joining. Reese says Germany and France at 8 will be a good match. Yeah, it will be. Yeah, it certainly will. Certainly will. Oshin is in as well. How are we? Be interesting how John O'Shea does today. He won't get the job full time. Bit he seems a decent skin, and I doubt Figo will ever forget him. Nah, that little nutmeg will go down in the annals of history of Manchester United, up there with Solskjaer's goal and up there with up there with the best of the best, you would have to say. But hope everybody is doing well. I didn't see, let me see if we got a starting lineup yet for the Ireland game. Let's have a quick look. I haven't been keeping an eye on it now because I'm only home. Let's have a look and see. Have we got a starting 11 lineups? Lineups are confirmed. We've got Caoimhín Kelleher in goal, which is good to see. Back four, Seamus Coleman at right back, Robbie Brady at left back, Dara O'Shea and Obama Diele. I can never pronounce his name right. I think I'm doing it right there. Midfield three, Josh Cullen, Nathan Collins and Will Smallbone. And then three up front, Ogbene on the right, Evan Ferguson through the middle and Sammy Schematics. I think that's how you pronounce it. The Belgian starting 11, they're probably not going to go strong either. They've got some names in there. Sells is in goal. Castagna, Deman, Winter, De Winter and Feiss at the back. We've got Vermaelen, Tielemans and I'm not even going to try and pronounce that name. Bakayoko, Trossard and Openda. So yeah, I mean, they're certainly not going full strength either. But look, happy days. We'll sit in, we'll watch Ireland. Hopefully we can do okay. But again, it's all there's nothing to play for Ireland, really, isn't there not? Reece says Keller will be great. Only time I'll support him is when he is in purple. I think that's our keeper's colour. Oshin says only disappointment I have is starting Coleman. Great servant and gives his all, but time to move on. You only borrow the jersey, you never own it. That said, Matt Doherty as backup, no thanks. Yeah, well, again, you're robbing Peter to pay Paul, depending on who you play. You know, obviously we're not flush with talent in the Irish ranks, and it's disappointing. But look, I mean, these are the type of games that get good experience for the likes of the Irish team as well. I actually haven't set up TikTok, which I might actually do as well, and we'll see what people are saying on that one as well. But yeah, keep the comments coming in, guys. Smash a like on the video if you haven't done so. Why has that gone off? Virgin, don't start this now. I don't want to fall out with you this early in the stream. Why has that done that? Why has that done that? I'll be definitely going back to Sky Sports in the summer rather than Virgin Media. But anyway, what? Oh, it's updating, is it? We've got an update on the box. Danny says Ireland has nothing to lose, so they should go out and attack. You never know, they could get something. Reese says Virgin Media is buggy. Oshin says, for those of you new to the channel, these are the games that we usually discuss food and best takeaways. 100%, and nothing will change today when it comes to that. So we will be talking. I'm going out for dinner tonight. It's my wife's birthday on Monday, so we're going for a little bit of grub this evening. We'll talk about it once the game starts, because I'm sure we won't have much more to talk about as always when it comes to Ireland. But let's. I'm gonna get TikTok set up here as well, and yeah. But yeah, welcome to everybody, guys. You can see that we can see the subscriber count continuing to rise, which is brilliant. And yeah, long may it continue. Long may it continue. Now I think we've got that set up, so we'll get it going here. But yeah, we usually do talk about takeaways. We talk about our favourite maybe sweets. I do have... yeah, we'll be talking into that at some stage as well, which is always enjoyable. So it is. So happy days, happy days. I believe that's every game, says Reese. Yeah, that sounds about right. We do tend to talk about food an awful lot on the channel. But yeah, brilliant to see new people in as well. If you're new to the channel, guys, hit subscribe, jump into the chat and say hello. Very welcoming community we have here. So feel free to jump in and get your thoughts into the chat as always. Will Smallbone be playing linesman? It's good to see Kelleher in the goal though as well, even though obviously he's Liverpool and you know we can laugh at him. He conceded 4 against us last week, but yeah, I mean. Kelleher's in the goal. There was obviously Bazunu was keeping the number 1 jersey for a long time there, and I think it was more so. I mean, I think Kelleher is a better goalkeeper, but I think it was the fact that Bazunu was getting more game time week in week out with his club. Obviously, Kelleher was back up to Alisson at Liverpool. So now that he's actually playing more regularly, it's good to see him in the starting lineup. We can't complain about that either. I'm going to get the headphones set up here as well, and we get a bit of commentary in the ear. I kind of been thinking about this as well. Would it be better for you guys watching if I actually had the sound on the TV in the background, or I've seen some streams doing it. Obviously, some people do it, some people don't. But some people have been saying to me, would you have the commentary on in the background? I don't know if that's something you would like or something you want me to do in the future. But if you do, let me know. And we'll try it sometime. No. Yeah, I'm watching it on Premier Sports 1. I just can't do Virgin Media. Can you do that with copyright? Yeah, I'm not too sure, Rushin, to be honest with you. Obviously, it's quite clear you can't show the games, but like I have seen, maybe YouTube is probably a lot stricter than that. I do see a lot of TikTok live streams where they play they've got the commentary in the background, but yeah, maybe it's something I'll probably have to look into before I do. Last thing I want to do is get a strike on the channel just by doing it. For a live. Jock is in. Good to see you, Jock. Michael says, didn't you do the interview with Rasmus? That wasn't me. P.S. Thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. Derek says, met you pal at the United game in the Aviva under the tent out in the rain. You certainly did, Derek. Yeah, I remember meeting you. Good to see you again. But yeah, we've got the national anthems going at the moment as well. But yeah, Belgium, in terms of the squad that they've got, I mean, even who they have on the bench, anyone there that's recognisable, Vertonghen, Doku, Lukaku is on the bench. Batshuayi is on the bench for Ireland. Then we've got a big bench. You'd be expecting John O'Shea to make a lot of changes. Bazunu, Tavers, Doherty, Ida, O'Dowda, Sykes, Johnston, Knight, McGrath, Obafemi, Ibalise, Jake O'Brien, Finn Azaz, and Ryan Manning. So there we go. How do you think we will do under O'Shea? Says Muldoon. Look, it's 2 games really, isn't it? It's 2 games he's got as the interim manager. Look, I hope he does well. John O'Shea was always a brilliant servant for Ireland, and I've got good time for him. Obviously, being a Man United fan as well. So our forward line looks decent. Says Charlie. Billy says, who's in goal for Ireland? Kelleher. Kelleher is in goal. Keller is in goal for us. Connor says we will win today. Jock says nice to support the lads in green as well. Hopefully can get a result against Belgium. Come on, you boys in green. Who's managing Belgium now? That's a good question. Let me see. Does it say it here? I got it on live score. Usually it gives the managers' names as well. Tedesco. Domenico Tedesco. So there we go. Are you doing the England match today? Says Connor. I'm not, Connor. No, I won't be going out for dinner with my wife. It's her birthday on Monday, so we'll do the Ireland game. Unfortunately, we won't be doing the England one. Would be a lovely game, a good game to do, but we won't be doing it, I'm afraid. Oshin says, I wonder is Tielemans regretting his move to Villa? Can't get in the team there. Look, I mean, it's always like obviously United have been linked this week with what's his name from Leicester? Oh, I can't think of his name. The midfielder from Leicester. But anyway, it's always you're taking a big chance when you go and buy players from teams that are getting relegated. It just is, you know. So, not massively surprised, to be honest with you. But, I mean, Tielemans done brilliantly at Leicester for a number of years. But, I mean, just goes to show the strength of the Villa squad as well. Reece says, get Keno on the pitch. He still play better than these lads. Danley says, Jack, what's your thoughts on Gareth Southgate saying the links with him and United are disrespectful to Eric Ten Hag? Hopefully he gets the time he deserves. Look, in relation to Man United, over the last week or so, there's been a lot of speculation about Eric Ten Hag's future. To be honest with you, I'm feeling an awful lot more optimistic about it. You know, a lot of these reports that are coming out are from outlets that you expect negativity from. And I wasn't overly surprised to see negativity on the back of such a great result against Liverpool. But when you're not hearing the likes of, the Athletic coming out, they're always, top tier, Fabrizio Romano, these kind of things. I think Eric Ten Hag is going to get... I don't think he's going to lose his job. I really don't. And I hope he doesn't, because Dewsbury Hall, says Sean, you're spot on there. That's who I was talking about. But yeah, I think Eric Ten Hag is going to get time. And when you hear the reports saying that he's been involved in a lot of the future planning when it comes to, maybe the transfer window in the summer and planning the pre-season tour of America... He's been heavily involved in all of that as well. So, I mean, that can only be positives if you do want Eric Ten Hag to keep his job. Happy early birthday to Mrs. UCC. Yep, there we go. Let's see. Oshin says, the relegation point is true, especially about defenders. That's why I want to avoid Braithwaite and Onana from Everton. Yeah. I mean, the one thing I would say about the likes of Braithwaite is, or Branthwaite, I think it's Branthwaite, is he's young. He's, 20, 21 years of age. So that is a tick in the positive box for him. Where are you watching the match, says Philip? In my front room, man. In my front room. Come on, England B team. You can do it, says Ben. Just popped in, guys. Off to the mates for a Chinese and a few beers. Hope you're all well. Good to see you, Ben. Hope you get hammered by Brazil later on. Reece says, if we beat Liverpool on the 7th, he keeps his job 100%. Right now, he's at 70+%. And Kieran says, is the Sky sponsor only for the women? I'm not sure, to be honest. I'm not too sure. Yeah, there's no sponsor on the jersey at the moment, so... But yeah, we're just about ready to kick off. Waiting on the referee's whistle, guys. Come on, Ireland. Come on, just don't get an absolute hammering. And we're up and running. We're up and running. Just want to be competitive today more than anything else. Just let's hope we're competitive. Let's hope we can hold our heads up after the game. More than anything else. Just waiting for the timer to come up on the screen here so I can sync it with my own. User says, weird that I'm supporting the same team as you for once. The joys of international football. Will United go for Gomez from Wolves, says Billy. Yeah, I mean, we were linked with him. We have been linked with him. Now, it's initial interest. But, look, it does look like that central midfield position, a number of positions within central midfield are going to be key in the transfer window. Obviously, CDM role, Casemiro's getting on. You know, maybe the number 8 role as well, if you're looking at the likes of Christian Eriksen moving on as well. I think that's where the kind of Dewsbury Hall debate is coming from. So, yeah. Let's see what happens, though. I mean, it's going to be a very, very interesting transfer window for Man United. It really is in the summer. It's going to be a busy one by all accounts. And I hope it is busy. Let's see. Danny says it'd be amazing if we beat Liverpool on the 7th. That would crush Liverpool fans. Look at the way they went on after losing the FA Cup. Sore losers. Oshin says Sky signed a new deal for men's and women's. Right, there we go. It's obviously hasn't come into effect yet. Once the end of this campaign, maybe, or maybe for the summer international friendlies. I don't want Manu to get too sucked into that British media BS. Needs time to grow and develop. Yeah, absolutely. And I mentioned it on one of the lives during the week that I hope we go out and sign a number 8 that can challenge Kobbie Mainoo next season. Even though I think Kobbie Mainoo is probably the best midfielder we have at the moment. It's Bene, yes, he's in around. We got space at the back post. Bene, side netting. He was onside. Linesman's flag stays down. Big opportunity for Ireland. Less than 3 minutes into the game. Bene gets in. And he should really be going across the goalkeeper. He goes near post and hits the side netting. Really good fighting there by Evan Ferguson to win the ball back. Lays it off and Bene is away. Josh Cullen plays a lovely little ball into him. He's in one-on-one with the goalkeeper. You need to be going across the goalkeeper there. He goes near post. And he's got Seamus Coleman bowling in at the far post as well with a tap in if he gets his head up. Disappointing. Ireland should really be 1-0 up. You forgot the timer. Yeah, I'm getting it up here now. I'm just waiting for it to come up on screen here so I can sync it up. But we've got it here now. There we go. You should have it on screen there now, guys. But yeah, I want someone to be coming in to challenge Kobbie Mainoo next season because even though probably next season he'll still be our best midfielder. He's young and he shouldn't be having to play 40, 50 games a season. You want him to be playing 25 to 30 games, you know, and not have to be over reliant on him, because I think that will it will allow him to progress an awful lot more in my eyes. I think he can rush players in too quickly. Ireland pressing really well, pressing high up the field, pinning Belgium right back to the edge of their own box. Yeah, good pressure. Throw it to Belgium. Is Robbie Brady playing, says Connor? He is. He's playing left back. Playing left back. Rupert is in. Good to see you, Rupert. Benny in again now into the box. Digger says, I respect United as a club, but you let yourself down last week calling Liverpool plastic. Well, look, heat of the moment, you know what I mean? You say what you feel. I was just delighted over the moon, so let's not get too spiky, Digger, that you lost, you know, and that the quad is gone, and that Klopp's last game could have potentially have been an FA Cup final. Hard luck. So yeah, there we go. I don't want Manu to end up like Fabregas, done by 30. Exactly. Ireland playing with a nice bit of confidence here, you'd have to say. Smash the like button as well, guys. If you're watching on YouTube and you haven't already done so, take a second, hit that thumbs up button for me. It helps the channel out an awful lot, as you know. So please do take a second, hit that thumbs up button. 15 watching, only 5 likes. So take a second and smash that like button if you can. Onana from Everton would give Manu a good fight for that position. Let's hope we can get him. And Branthwaite from them, it would be 2 good signings. Neverworld is in. He says, if Manu is like Fabregas up until he's 30, I have no problem with that. That's a good point as well, in fairness. Daryl is in as well. What channel is the game on? It's on Virgin Media and I'm watching it on Premier Sports 1. So, yeah, whichever one is available to you. I'm sure Virgin Media is available to you, so I'm not sure if it's on Sky Sports as well. Sometimes Sky Sports have the some of the earlier kickoffs. No, they've got EFL on today. Yeah. So yeah, Premier Sports 1 for me. Good defending there by Ireland. Belgium starting to get on the ball a little bit more. I refuse to believe Liverpool will even win the Europa League due to Leverkusen, says Reese. Nicola, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. Dylan says, Ireland are dirt these days, man. Hard to watch. Yeah, look, but you still have to watch them and support them. You know. I won't be making the trip up to the Aviva Stadium anytime soon, but you do have to support them. Imagine Leverkusen win the treble, says Dylan. Yeah, I mean, like, Liverpool fans talking about you know, the final being in the Aviva Stadium in Dublin and all, and how great it would be for the Irish fans. I mean, Leverkusen are a massive threat in that, a massive threat. So I wouldn't be booking, if you're living outside of Ireland, I wouldn't be booking my flights to Dublin just yet. If you're a Liverpool fan, or if you're living in Ireland, I wouldn't be, you know, booking your train tickets yet. Long way to go. I don't think Manny made the trip. Looking at the empty seats, says Oshin. Yeah. There are a lot of empty seats in the ground, in fairness. There certainly is. How do you pronounce that last name? He just said it there. Sammy Smodics. Sammy Smodics making his debut for Ireland today. Fair play to him. Blackburn, is that what they said? Playing with Blackburn? I see, going to Ireland games, you see a lot of families in the crowd, and young kids, and it is a really good opportunity for people from Ireland to get to games like that, to see international players. Obviously, travelling to England is relatively easy these days, but it does cost a lot of money. So when Ireland are playing in the Aviva Stadium, it's a good opportunity for dads and mums to bring their sons and daughters up to games. So you are seeing a lot of young kids in the crowd as well. Belgium now coming in. Here's Trossard. Good chance here. Cross into the box, and the header. Wide of the post. Wide of the post. Dara says, it's the fourth most popular sport in Ireland. Will always struggle to fill a stadium. Is it the fourth most popular? I don't know if it's the fourth most popular. Kieran says, some start by Ireland, great tempo. Liam says, Bennett looked up and even saw his teammate. He could have squared it. He could have squared it. Yeah, he could have squared it. Should have squared it. Should have squared it. Absolutely. But yeah, Ireland starting to maybe go a little bit long with it, handing possession back to Belgium. Rugby has crept up because of the success in recent years. Yeah, that's certainly true, I suppose. I think... Did that light just go down? Fucking did go down. There we go. I think if you add GAA, if you add both, Gaelic football and hurling together, you would probably get... It's obviously GAA's number one, but I would say even with rugby and football, with Gaelic football and hurling separate, I think it's a lot closer. But GAA as a whole is by far the most popular sport in Ireland. Luxie says GAA hurling rugby well clear at the minute. Well clear in terms of maybe popularity amongst fans and all, but I mean, you go to any half well run football club in Ireland on a Saturday when the underage teams are playing. I mean, it's just rammed with kids, So I don't know. I'd like to see the figures on it. But in terms of getting people into stadiums and stuff like that, then absolutely. I mean, Ireland are the football is right down the end of the list there. Cross into the box, header away, good defending there by Ireland. But Belgium putting a bit of pressure on here. What is going on with that light? Fucking has a mind of its own today. This is what you get in the United Community Channel. Random lights. Cleona says, me and my brother were sat in the seats behind you at the Liverpool game. We are all in your videos. Great to see. Brilliant. I hope I didn't annoy you too much with the camera, Cleona. But yeah, what a game. What a game. Yeah. Brilliant. Great to see. Great to see. Say hello the next time if you're there again. I don't know if they're your seats all the time, but yeah. Nathan Collins playing DM says, James, let me have a look here and see. I think he is, to be honest with you. Smallbone is playing kind of a deeper role there as well every now and again. What channel is the game on? I'm watching on Premier Sports 1, guys. Premier Sports 1. Reese says, can't really do that because GEA is an organisation of 2-3 sports. Football is football. Yeah, absolutely. All jokes, says Cleona. I'd leave the lights next time, create a different look for United versus international games. Sorry, maybe turn them off altogether. Just dull and dark for Ireland games. Luxie says, I'm an Englishman living in Ireland, but obviously a United fan. What do you think of our chances in the Euros? I think you've got a brilliant chance, England. I really do, if you're managed correctly. And I think that's been the biggest disappointment. Well, especially from the outside looking in, you know, the not the mismanagement, that's probably too harsh, but, you know, there's been opportunities in big games, you know, the Italy game, the Croatia game for you, that I think if you had a better manager, and a better in-game manager than Gareth Southgate, I think he could have easily won something over the past maybe 6 or 7 years. Oh, hello there. Are you coming in to watch Ireland?
The fence was gone in
The what?
The fence was gone in
The signs? Oh, the fence was gone.
Yeah.
All right, do you want to come in and watch Ireland? Something me knee. Do you want to? How many tractors did you see? Did you count them? You didn't see any tractors? No. All right. Ireland are playing on the telly. Do you want to come in? Say hello? Come on in and say hello. Come on, quickly. Quick. Mind the wire now. Step over the wire. Here's the Queen, bye. Say hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Say, come on, Ireland.
Come on, Ireland.
Say, ooh, ah, Paul McGrath.
I can't.
You can, go on.
I
Say,
can't.
ooh, ah. Say, ooh, ah. Paul McGrath. Ooh, ah, Paul McGrath. Maybe in another year or two you'll be able to say that. Oh, Evan Ferguson went in. Oh, it's a free out. What colour do Ireland wear?
Red.
No, not red. That's Man United. Ireland wear
Green.
green. Yeah, that's what Ireland wear. So they do. Ireland wear green, white and gold. Don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a yellow
Huh?
one. And there's a yellow one down there.
There's yellow on that jersey as well. Yeah, so Ireland have yellow on their socks. And then the other team is called Belgium, and they wear red. But it's a dark red, isn't it? It's not like Man United's red. Well, boss man. You coming in too? Do you want Harry sit on the other knee?
No.
Why?
I have me.
Let him sit on the other knee.
No, I don't.
Just for a second.
I have the hand on your other knee.
No, you can only be on one knee. Here's the boss man in now. Now, there we go. Now we've got everybody. United Family Channel. Is that right? No, don't scream into it. Don't scream into it. Say, come on, Ireland.
What does Daddy have here?
An Easter egg. Chocolate, isn't that right?
You have to sort out that one.
What?
You have to sort out that
I have to throw out that one.
It's a sort out.
I'll sort out that one. I'll sort that out now in a few minutes once you're gone. I'll sort it out and eat it all. So I will.
Going to sort out the Easter eggs for all our cousins.
Oh, you have to sort out all the Easter eggs for all your cousins. You're going to give them to them all tomorrow, is it? Or during the week?
tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Right, okay. Now, say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Say see you later.
See you later.
Say bye, Harry.
Bye, Harry.
No, you don't say bye, Harry. I was telling Harry to say bye. Now, jump down there. Good girl.
Careful.
Oh, you're stuck.
What's wrong?
Oh, the old arm. The arm of the chair. Ah, you're alright. You're okay.
Mommy.
Kiss it better.
Mommy.
Mommy will kiss it better
Come
for you.
on.
Go on, you're grand.
Come on, let's go.
Go,
Come on.
go, 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 go.
I can't pick you up, honey. I have Harry in my arm. Come on.
Go on.
Come on, we go out and make dinner. Okay, Daddy, you take Harry.
Look at this lad smiling.
Come on, up you go.
Woohoo.
Oh,
These are the kind of things we get up to now for international games. Here, I'll be back in a second. I'll bring this little lad out. Do, 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 do. Now, it always ends in tears, doesn't it? Come on, Ireland. She got stuck in the arm of the chair when she was trying to get out. But still 0-0, guys. Just closing in on 20 minutes here. Ireland on the attack now. Nice little ball through the middle. Evan Ferguson looking to get in the end of it. Good defending. Good defending. Beautiful family row. Appreciate it, guys. Appreciate it. Ireland playing okay so far. Playing decent, yeah. I think it's Easter egg time. What's everybody's favourite Easter egg? I just like to go simple. Dairy Milk buttons. I do like not cream egg. What are the other eggs? The Cadbury's eggs. I do like these little small ones eggs though, because they've got Dairy Milk buttons in the egg. Although you have to bust the egg open. Remember when the eggs used to come in halves? Nearly. But yeah, it didn't take long to start talking about food, really, didn't it? Nah. It's usually what we do. Mini eggs. There we go. Mini eggs, yeah. I busted up now without putting it into a million pieces. There we go. Ah, yeah. So look, it's just full of buttons. I'm a devil for chocolate. So I am. What county are you from? I'm from Kilkenny. Are you Evergreen or Freebooters? Come on the Blues. Freebooters. But yeah, Belgium putting a bit of pressure on, in fairness to them. Are you up for Ireland? Yep. Come on, Ireland. Still at the radio, says Oisin. You said you're going producing a show. So I don't know if it's technically producing, but the radio show that I do be on, is it producing when you're in control of all of the microphones and the ad breaks and all of that stuff? If that's what producing is, then yeah, I am. I'm doing it on the radio, yeah. It's great to train me in. One of the guys that always does it showed me how to do it. Been doing it now the past couple of months, just in charge of everything. So, yeah, I've really enjoyed it now, I have to say. Can I follow you? Says no, sir, of course can. Hit the follow button, guys, if you're new to the channel. Here's Coleman now. Yeah, I mean, it's good shape by Belgium forcing Ireland all the way back to the goalkeeper. Ireland, in fairness to them, were trying to play football. Still 0-0. Nearly 25 minutes gone. Used to do college radio, Oscailga. Loved it, but hated it was live. Had to train the swearing out. Yeah, I mean, it's something that it's something not that I was worried about, but it's something that I was very aware of before I started. I hope I don't use bad language, because obviously when we were doing watch-alongs, on YouTube, the odd expletive can come out. But to be honest, I haven't found it that difficult at all, to be honest. So yeah. Let's hope that continues and I don't do something silly. But no, I think it's I think the more you do it, the easier it becomes, like anything, I suppose. But Ogbene does really well there, wins a free kick. Good opportunity now for Ireland to get the ball in the box. Robbie Brady standing over it. Belgium with a high line. Header one. Oh, strike. Oh, it's a penalty to Ireland. It's a handball. Oh, lovely. Is VAR in this? I'm not too sure. VAR, no VAR. Good ball in. Header back across. Oh, that is a handball. That is a handball. Who was it? Darrow O'Shea with the strike. The Belgian player is just there with his hands up, hit his arm. It's going to be a penalty to Ireland. Happy days. I don't think there is VAR in international friendlies. It's going to be Evan Ferguson to take the penalty. Big opportunity for the young lad. This for his fourth international goal. Waiting on the referee's whistle. Come on, ref. Jeez, you're making him stand there for a long time. Come on. Come on, ref. Whistle goes. Steps up. Oh, keeper saves it. And it's cleared. Oh, he goes down the middle. And the Belgian goalkeeper's legs stop it. Keeper does dive, but his legs stay obviously in the middle of the goal. Ferguson goes down the middle. And the drought goes on for Evan Ferguson. I think it's 20 games now without a goal. Disappointing. Poor pen. Yeah, it was a poor penalty, wasn't it? Let's have a look at it here again. No, it didn't hit the keeper's legs. It's a terrible penalty. He just goes to the right-hand side of the goalkeeper, but... I mean... Really, really poor penalty. Here's Ferguson coming again now. Ball recycled out to Coleman on the right-hand side. Cross into the box, easy enough, headed away. Belgium struggling to clear their lines. Ogbene is in, and a strike across the goal is wide. Good play by Ireland, but really should be 1-0 up. You going to Wembley, says Dave. I'm not Dave, to be honest. So how it works, it's so obviously I've got a cup season ticket. So you would expect that I would get a ticket for every cup game. But it's not the case. So when it's a neutral venue, basically the reason why cup season tickets are now a thing is because when you're a full season ticket holder, you can opt in or out for cup games. Now, obviously, there was a large amount of Manchester United season ticket holders who opted out for cup games. That's where the cup season tickets come in. And we obviously get our cup season ticket then. So what happens when there's a neutral venue is, obviously like Wembley, I think United are being allocated 30,000 tickets. Both teams are being allocated 30,000 tickets. So the full season ticket holders who have opted in for cup games get automatic first choice. Then it's full season ticket holders who have opted out for cup games. They get next priority. And then it's cup season ticket holders. So, like, I got an email off of Manchester United last week basically saying you're not going to get a ticket. So, like, the same thing happened last year when we got to the Carabao Cup final. Like, I was at like 6 cup games last year and didn't even get a look in for the Carabao Cup final. How expensive is a cup season ticket? I think I paid about, was it £160, I think? Something like that. 160 quid maybe. Basically what that does is that initial amount, I think around 150 quid, I think. And basically what that is that only covers the 3 home games in the Champions League. That's what that covers. And then anytime we get a home draw, the money automatically comes out of your account. So yeah, so like last season, for example, I think we got we had 7 home draws in the cup in all competitions last year. So a lot of money came out of my account last year. Whereas this season, I think it's only been Liverpool. It's been the only home cup game we've had. So, because we didn't get into the Champions League knockout stages, so I didn't get any tickets for that. And then I think the Liverpool game was the only home draw we've actually had. So yeah. It's disappointing that you get overlooked for the big cup games, like the Wembley games, because, you know, you've gone to, and you've paid for every cup ticket before that, and then they just overlook you completely. It's disappointing. Does Old Trafford have more capacity than Wembley? No, it doesn't. Old Trafford is about 75,000 and Wembley is 90. It's mad though that still 0-0, guys. It's mad that only 30,000 tickets go to each club, and then you're going to have 30,000 tickets then for, you know, corporate, and I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. If you got a 90,000 capacity stadium, you know, you should have a minimum of 40,000 to each team, you know, in my humble opinion. Did you get to Copenhagen in the group stage? I was at Copenhagen and I was at Galatasaray. They were the 2 I went to in the group stages. I didn't go to the other one. And then I've been to the Liverpool game as well. So, to be honest, that'll probably be it for me going over this season. I'm going to try and get a full season ticket next year and see, because I've been on the waiting list for 7 years now, 6, 7 years. And they said that when they announced that they were starting to do cup season tickets, if you signed up and got a cup season ticket, you would be bumped up the list to getting a full season ticket. And I'll be going into my 3rd season then as a cup season ticket holder. So there's competition winners, raffles, etc. 1/3 of all tickets get siphoned off at source. Yeah, I suppose that's probably true. Bene wasting opportunities, says Donica. He's wasted a couple. He should have squared that ball to Seamus Coleman when he was in 1-on-1. Coleman had a tap in at the back post. Chris is in. Send you the link for Klopp. Fuck you. Thanks for the gifts as well, guys. Paddy says, Man United versus Liverpool last Sunday was the best game of the FA Cup so far this year. I would say it's probably the best game of the FA Cup in the last decade. Minimum, I would say. In terms of an FA Cup game for Manchester United, I think you've got to go back to Villa Park in 99 in the semi-final replay before you get a better game than that one. Ireland seem to be holding their own, says Chris. Yeah, they're not doing too bad in fairness. Missed a penalty. Should have scored. Evan Ferguson with the miss. Paul says, do you think Man United will win the FA Cup? Look, I mean, it's going to be difficult. Of course, it's going to be difficult with Man City still in it. Look, we've got Coventry in the semi-final. We've got to worry about them first. They're not going to be a pushover by any stretch of the imagination. I was watching their game against Wolves last weekend as well, and I was very impressed by them. So, we're going to have to be on our toes for that. And then, I mean, look, to be honest with you, It's not a guarantee that Man City are going to get to the final either. I mean, Chelsea have played Man City twice this year and City haven't beaten them yet. So, Chelsea tend to play better against the bigger teams. I know they're having a terrible season, but they're going to want to get into that FA Cup final more than anything. So, but you would expect it to be City. And then you're just talking about redemption from last year, hopefully, if we do get there. Are you a Man U fan? I certainly am. Who missed the penalty? Evan Ferguson. Is it too early to say Ferguson was overhyped? Seems way off the pace. Looks like a shadow of the player linked to United. It's probably a little bit too early. You know, he's having that kind of second season syndrome that a lot of players tend to have. So, look, he signed a new contract with Brighton. He's not going to be going anywhere in the summer. And I think rightly so. He's had a good environment with Brighton. There's not massive pressure on him. So maybe it's the best place for him at the moment. Another couple of seasons. He's still young. I do hope he starts to score goals again, though. Eric Ten Hag will get the sack if we lose to Coventry, says Chris. Darryl says, I can see Chelsea beating City. And Chris says, I was not in love with him last season, 50-50. Talent is there, but like Highland, he needs a team that will give him service. He is more of a Haaland striker, play has to come to him. Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah, I would agree with that. Hopefully I get sorted after applying for the semis, says Dave. Yeah, I'd say there's an awful lot of people, Dave, hoping for that as well. Chelsea won't beat City, says Alan. Well, look, you never know. You never know. Neutral venue. Oh, hold on, Ferguson. Yeah, he does well. Wins a corner there for Ireland. Good stuff. Good stuff. Arsenal for life is in. Says Coventry are my local team. I hope they can pull off an upset. Arsenal for life also supports Coventry, huh?
Where did you leave the cow pot earlier?
It should be on the couch. Chelsea has a great chance. This is their chance to win silverware, says Chris. Corner now, swung in by Smallbone. Good ball in. It's a good header away. Ireland have a throw on the far side. Opinions on Seamus Coleman, so very underrated, says Dave. Yeah, brilliant servant to both Everton and Ireland. I was in the Aviva the night he broke his leg. Terrible injury to get. And to come back from that as well and to play again for so long is testament to him. I've never heard a bad word said about him, you know, from anybody that's ever played with him or against him. Seems to be the utmost professional. And a one club man as well, which is very rare these days. Would you take Ferguson at United over Rasmus? No, I wouldn't. I think Rasmus is more advanced. I think he's more of an all-rounded player at the moment. Now, and that's not to say that Ferguson won't, you know, reach him or overtake the level that he's at. But as of now, I wouldn't swap. I wouldn't swap Rasmus for Ferguson. No way. Hushin says I would have loved to have gotten Coleman at United at that time. Moyes was into him. Yeah, it would have been great. I mean, he's the type of proper pro you want with in and around the club and in that dressing room as well. You know. What happened with the penalty, says Dylan? It was just a terrible penalty, to be honest. Really easy, saved by the Belgian goalkeeper. Another free kick to Ireland now. Brady now again going to the back post. It's headed away. Yeah, Belgium will come away with it. Although Ireland doing well to press him into the corner. Eventually clear their lines. Have you seen a change in the team since O'Shea has taken over, says Chris? Can't really tell, to be honest, because this is his first game and it's the first sight we've seen of them. It's to be honest with you, I think even with the two games that are going to be played with O'Shea in charge, it'll be very hard to tell. You know, international friendlies are not the especially when there's such short periods of time. You know, you don't get to see an awful lot. I think if O'Shea was in, you know, and you were playing 3 or 4 games in a qualifying campaign, you would be able to judge him a lot better. But there's a kind of an air of relaxation when it comes to international games, and And even O'Shea on the sideline looks relaxed. He looks like he's enjoying himself. It would be an awful lot more pressure if he was, if he was the main man and we were trying to qualify for the World Cup or something like that. But I hope he does well. It'd be great to get a couple of decent results. He does need to shave the head though. He's gone very waspy on the top, ain't he? Poor old O'Shea. He does need to shave the head. Oh, nice flick on. Oh, we're in. Oh, strike is over the bar. Surely that's a corner. He's not getting it though. Smorix was in. He gets in lovely behind. Yeah, he just hits it over the bar. Lovely flick on by Evan Ferguson, and Smorix took a chance. Does probably look like it took a small deflection. Referee gives a goal kick though. Shades of Niall Quinn's flick on to Robbie Keane against Germany in the 2002 World Cup. Are you a Pats fan or a Rovers fan, says Noster? Neither. I'm a Kilkenny City fan, even though they don't exist anymore. Do have a soft spot for Cork City as well, because I went to a lot of their games when I was in college down there. Prince is in, he says, go on, your boys are doing well. Yeah, we're doing okay, in fairness. Doing alright now, holding our own. Nearly half time, just rolling up on it here. Oh, lovely first touch by Bakayoko. Belgium now cross into the box. Oh, Kelleher nearly spills it, but holds on to it in the end. There's half time, guys. 0-0. Decent first half by Ireland, you would have to say. Big opportunity by Evan Ferguson, missed there with a penalty. Ireland really should be going in 1 up at the break, it has to be said. But look, I mean, decent performance so far. I think John O'Shea will be relatively happy with what he's seen so far. So yeah, happy days, can't complain. Alan says, is O'Shea's Ireland new manager or is he just interim? He's interim, Alan, for these two international friendly games. He's the interim manager. Now look, who knows, he might get it on a full-time basis, you would never know, given the fact that Ireland are struggling to actually find a manager. But he doesn't really have any experience, doesn't he not? That's the main concern. Surely Cobby will get a look in tonight, says Dave. Well, I would play him. I mean, I know he's young, and as from a United standpoint, the less games he plays for England, the better. Obviously, I'm Irish, so I'm not supporting England, but the less he plays, the better, because I think... But if I'm saying, if I was the England manager, who would I be playing in midfield? As a three, I would be playing Declan Rice, Cobby Mainoo and Jude Bellingham. 100%. Calvin Phillips doesn't get in there. Jordan Henderson doesn't get in there. Madison doesn't get in there. I don't even know who else you've got in the squad. But yeah, I think Cobby Mainoo plays. I really do. I think if you're looking at your best three in midfield that England can put out, I think Cobby Mainoo is one of them. I really do. But I don't think Gareth Southgate will play him. I don't think he will. Laszlo is in. He says, will win Belgium? Question mark. 0-0 so far. 0-0 so far, my friend. They put all their eggs in the Carsley basket. Might end up with Steve Bruce, Big Sam masterclass. Yeah, I mean, that would be a nightmare, wouldn't it? Getting... I don't know. Would it suit Ireland? I mean, we've seen over the past couple of years that we're trying to get away from that long ball. Now, have we got the players to do that? No. But surely there's a manager there that could bring, not just a Sam Allardyce or a Steve Bruce to park the bus, and, you would hope that you could find a hybrid of maybe playing a bit of expansive football with, good defensive football on top of that as well. But You know, that's easier. That's easier said than done, isn't it? It really is. I wonder will he put out a whole new 11, says Oshin. He could, to be honest with you. I mean, the bench is huge, so he literally could change the whole 11 there. Let me just grab a bit of water, guys. I'll be back in 2 seconds. I'll have to pause the TikTok because anytime I leave and I'm not on screen, they shadow ban me for some reason. So I'll just pause it. I'll be back in 2 seconds. If you're on YouTube, see you in a minute. Eat for dinner now. No mess acting. We have to, don't we? Wouldn't be a watch along without it, I suppose. Alan says Ireland has a bright future of some good young players. Yeah, there are some good young players there. My issue with it is having some good young players is okay, you know, but where are these players playing week in, week out? They're playing, majority of them are playing championship and below. And having good young players is all well and good, but when you come up against fully fledged internationals like Belgium or France or whoever it is that you're going to get in, you know, the qualifying phases of the Euros or the World Cup, you know, it's all about qualification. It's all about qualification. You know, you can have all the, you know, lovely young players as you want. If they don't qualify for competitions, they won't be good enough, you know. Brian says, I genuinely think we've been decent today. Yeah, I agree. Good to see us pressing high and with some intensity. Can we keep it up for another 45 though, says Brian. Yeah, I agree with you there, Brian. I think we've been quite good in this first half. From an Ireland standard, absolutely we have. So, just putting the ball in the net, it's disappointing. Ferguson did miss that penalty. You have to be realistic though as well. Belgium have nowhere near their strongest team out either. And we probably are going to make an awful lot of changes here at half time as well. Give the job to O'Shea and curse to Sean. Well, I mean, O'Shea has never managed anybody. You know what I mean? Never. I mean, that has to be a concern going into an international job. You know, I love John O'Shea. You know, not many people have ever nutmegged Figo. But we do have to be realistic as well. There are better managers out there that are available than John O'Shea, you know. The one man that I haven't seen being linked with is, I don't know if he's managing at the moment. He probably is Chris Hutton. I always thought he would have potentially been a good option for as Ireland manager, but I don't know. If someone can tell me, is he managing at the moment? I don't know. Are you watching the Ireland game? We are at half time at the moment, guys. Okay, is that? Newton sacked by Ghana. Alright, there we go. He was the Ghanaian manager, right? Okay. Interesting. So he's got international experience, so opinions on Rashford. Improvement needed, Lucy. Improvement needed. Hope he does improve. But yeah, improvement needed. Kelleher is finally starting above Bazunu for once, is the entertainment guy. Yeah, and we mentioned it before the game. It's I think it's more than anything else, it's down to the fact that he's playing week in, week out now for Liverpool. You know, albeit it's because Alisson is injured, but he's playing week in, week out. I do think Kelleher is a better goalkeeper. Brian says, I'd be surprised if Roy Keane hasn't been approached about the job. International football might suit him more than club. I think he has been. I think he's turned down the job. If now someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure he's turned the job down, I think. Was linked early, but he got the bullet from Ghana. And Stoke dropped him for some reason. There we go. Right, maybe he's not up to the job. So how did Ferguson miss a penalty? Just a really poor penalty. Really poor penalty. Too close to the goalkeeper. Perfect height. Just keeper went the right way, and it was a really, really comfortable save. The football story is in. He says, oi, lucky win last weekend. Fuck off. Lucky me arse. No way, boy. How I didn't end up 3 rows down when Ahmad scored that goal. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. The atmosphere. Now, the atmosphere, I have to say, in Old Trafford, I think it was absolutely electric. And one of the big reasons for it was the amount of Liverpool fans that were at the game as well. Usually in Old Trafford, you get the 3,000 or 4,000 in that corner section of Old Trafford, but I think you get more tickets for the cup. So there was nearly 10,000 Liverpool fans there. So they had the whole upper tier behind the goal, the opposite side of the Stretford end, and yeah, I mean the atmosphere was brilliant, back and forth. It was amazing. So it was. Jack, will you be in Ireland mid-June? Should I? Should be? I do know I'm going to Spain for a month. I should be back though. Should be back. Alan says, I hope Bazunu comes back and takes back his spot as number one because Kelleher plays for Liverpool. That doesn't bother me. Nah, that doesn't bother me at all. I'll support Kelleher when he's in the goal for Ireland. I think he's a better goalkeeper than Bazunu. I won't be supporting him for his club, but of course I'll be supporting him for Ireland. Looks sick, to be fair. Need to keep fans on side. Eric Ten Hag does. Yeah, look, to be honest with you, the vibe that I get from obviously doing the lives every day and Man United fans and the people in the chat is one of support for Eric Ten Hag. I think the majority of Man United fans do want him to stay and do want to see how he gets on under the INEOS structure, with a director of football and so on and so forth. And I do think he'll be successful if he's given the time. I really do. Up Kilkenny, says Jamie. There we go. On the Cats. Do you think United will beat Liverpool in the league, says Liam? Look, it'll be very, very difficult, as it always is. But, I mean, United players will be going into that game with confidence on the back of, the cup game. By the sounds of things, we're going to have some more players back. It looks like Lisandro Martinez is going to be back for that game as well, which is huge. Obviously, we've got Wan-Bissaka back now. Highland is back. So, yeah. But we've got 2 games to win before that. Brentford on next weekend and then Chelsea midweek. I am stopping in Ireland either mid-June before the Euros or the tail end of my trip after the first round of games. Haven't decided yet. I will meet you, Chris, and I'll buy you a pint of Guinness. Don't you worry about that. Liam says Trent Jota will be back as well. Be a totally different team. Yeah, 100%. Liverpool will certainly be stronger. So they will. They'll certainly be stronger. But again, it's in Old Trafford, so you never know. Home advantage. Nearly ready to rock and roll, guys, with the second half here. All to play for still. All to play for still. We're up and running. We're up and running again. Better be more than one. All right, I'll buy you 2. Oh, early chance there for Evan Ferguson. Headed over the bar. 14 seconds into the second half. Good play by Ireland. Ball getting out wide. Robbie Brady, we know he has a brilliant delivery. Gets a lovely ball into the box. Ferguson gets up maybe just a little bit too early. He's on the way down as the ball reaches him and he heads it just over the bar. Ogbene is coming in right behind him as well. He potentially has a tap in. Good start. Here's Belgium now, cross into the box. Good header away. Strike from the edge is high and wide. Did home advantage help you back in 2021 when you had Ronaldo? Well, you certainly sound like a Liverpool fan living in the past. Let's see. We'll try and organise a UCC meeting. There we go, says Chris. Got to try Supermax as well. A day of drinking followed by Supermax. There's nothing better. That sounds like 2 good days to me. Insanity says, Jack, how did you get on in the leaving cert? Orals are on at the minute. How did I get on? Not that good. I got 200 points in my leaving cert. So don't worry about it too much, Insanity. Try your best. Study hard. You know, and do your best, but it's not the be all and end all. If you don't do well in your leaving cert, you can still do well in life. Trust me. Trust me. What is a leaving cert, says Chris. So it's a leaving cert is basically it would be the equivalent of your SATs, Chris. So you take 13 subjects. Oh no, sorry, it's not. It's 6 subjects, 6 or 7 subjects in the leaving cert, and you do your 6. It was 6 when I was there, 7 maybe. Subjects for your leaving certificate for the final 2 years of school, and then you do your exams at the end of your final year. For example, an A1 in an exam, you will get 100 points for it. So the maximum points you can get in the leaving cert is 600. And when you're going to college, then each course that you go to in college, you need a certain amount of points to get into that course. So if you were doing medicine, for example, you would need 590 points minimum for, or whatever it may be. I'm not 100% sure. And obviously, the more prestigious the course, the more points it is to get in. So it's based on that. It's quite different to the American system, where different but similar in some ways as well. I actually sat my SATs, believe it or not. I sat my SATs in Ireland to do. I was offered a scholarship in 2 scholarships in America. One just outside Ohio, and the other was in an hour north of Florida. Is there a college there? On a soccer scholarship, and I turned them down. I don't know what I was fucking thinking. Why didn't I just go? But yeah, I turned 2 of them down. A full, 2 fully paid 4-year scholarships. I don't know why I turned them down, but anyway. You did the SATs, I thought you were Irish. I am Irish, but I done the SATs to go to college in America. I done 3 of them, I think. Is it? Now I can't remember. It was 15 years ago. English, math, and there was one other one, I think, maybe. Yeah. Can't remember the name of the colleges. One was in Ohio, and the other was in just north of was it just north of Miami, I think, or it was in Florida. I can't remember whereabouts in Florida. Murica wouldn't suit you anyway, lad. Oh, lad, I would have cleaned up over in America. Imagine going over there with an Irish accent and having a hairline like this. All to stay and play with the freebooters. Go on the Blues! Go on the Blues. I never took my SATs. I took ACT, and since I was on scholarship for football, they converted the score. Berry University. There we go. All right. Happy days. Accent check, hairline, check my notes. Yeah, man, I would have cleaned up in America. So I would have. That's a life-changing decision there. Imagine you took the scholarship. Where would you be now? See them two little kids sitting on my knee there about half an hour ago. I'm happy. So the reason why I turned them down was I was it was in the middle of the recession, and I was an apprentice carpenter, and it was very hard to get, so it was very hard to get time as a carpenter on site to work for a carpenter and finish my apprenticeship. And the same week that I got offered the scholarships, a carpenter in close to home offered me my apprenticeship. And he basically said he was a stair maker, so he used to make stairs. And he said, I'm so busy, I will 100%, finish your apprenticeship for you. I had 2 years left on it. And I took that instead of the scholarships because I wanted to be a carpenter. And about 3 months into the job, he let me go because he had no more work. And it was too late to accept the scholarships at that stage. To say I was furious would have been an understatement. Easy to know Mrs. UCC doesn't watch the channel. No, she doesn't. I would have loved to gone though. I would have loved to gone. I've always had the travel bug, but never was really able to do it because you finish school in 2007 and a recession hits in 2008. And there's very little money around, and looking back on it, I should have just upped and gone. But I still have the travel bug. We've done a lot of traveling, me and my wife, since we've met. We've been to Vietnam, we've been to the Philippines, we've been to Thailand, we've been to Cuba, we've been all over Europe, we've been to America. So yeah. You turn down a free ride in Murica to go make steps in Kilkenny, and I'm the one paying you. That is madness. Here's Brady now. Cross into the box. Go on, son. Ah, just too far. Goal kick. Sounds like your life ended up better anyway, says Alan. There you go. There you go. I'm happy, man. I'm happy. I've got a roof over my head. I've got a television that I can watch Manchester United on. I've got 2 happy, healthy kids. I've got a decent job, so can't complain. Can't complain. The grass isn't always greener. Ireland down the left-hand side now again. Brady, another good ball into the box and wins a corner out of it. United. Ireland putting some good pressure on Belgium here, especially down that left-hand side. Brady's got some whip on him, in fairness. Just got an unbelievable ball on him. You should have gone, you can always go and be a carpenter. Yeah, young and naive, I suppose. What age was I at the time? I think I was 19 at the time. 19, 20. You may have ended up playing for United, who knows. So the guy that was doing the course with me, one of the guys that was doing the course with me, he went on a scholarship to... So there's a course in Ireland, in Dublin, that... I'm not sure if it's still around, but you go and you're a student... you're a student athlete for the year up there. It was in Finglas, Kalash de Ida, it was called, and you basically train twice a day, and you do your classes in the afternoons. Then English and maths, and it's basically the whole reason for the course is to get you a scholarship to America. But one of the guys that I was there with actually ended up playing. He got a scholarship to, where did he go? He went to Texas somewhere. One of the big colleges, the NCAA colleges. And he actually ended up playing in the MLS for 5 or 6 years when he finished college. Think of his name. Can't think of his name. Anyway, it'll come to me. Oshin says, best Irish goal, Brady versus Italy or Keane versus Germany? Well, I would have to say Brady versus Italy because I was in the stadium that day. So, but even there are other ones, I mean, Ray Houghton's goal, one against the English and the other against the Italians in Giant Stadium. I mean, they were two fantastic goals as well. Free kick now, small one, lovely ball in. Why is no one going and attacking it? Bennett takes it down. Shot on the edge of the box is blocked. FAI do courses on the CEO, the first stepping stone to professional football, says Liam. Chris says, you would have ended up as a director of coaching for a youth soccer club. That's something I would have enjoyed. Shane Long versus Germany, says Liam. Yeah, I think any goal that you put up there as the best that Ireland have ever had, I think it has to be a goal in a major competition. So you're talking Italia 90, USA 94, Japan, South Korea 2002, and then either of the Euros that we got, or the 3 Euros, 88, 2012, 2016. Dan says, would love Ferguson at Manchester United. Gary says, are Belgium looking most likely to score? Well, the last 5-10 minutes, Gary, it's been Ireland that looked the most dangerous. Couple of good set pieces there. Getting some joy down the left-hand side with Brady as well. Good cover in there, Coleman. Well done. What do you think of Mark Goldbridge, says Alan? Yeah, I don't mind him. I disagree with some of his things. I agree with him on other things. There's phases I go through with the United stand. When it's negative, it's really negative. But yeah, I don't mind. Yeah, I mean, he's in fairness to him, he paved the way for all of this kind of stuff. Well, he certainly was one of the originals. So Bradley would be class if he played for Ireland. Yeah, he's Northern Ireland he's playing for, is it? Yeah, I mean, scores 0-0, guys. An hour gone. Just over an hour gone. Chris says England's midfield is Rice, Gallagher, Foden and Bellingham. All right, okay. Menu or Garnacho, says Eva. Two different positions. I wouldn't try and compare either of them. I love them both. We've got a new let me see, can I actually put it on the screen? We've got a new design for our merchandise as well. It's deadly. Let me see, can I put it up on the screen here, if I can find it. There it is. It's a bit blurry, but the Youth Trinity, it's called. Look, it's deadly. I bought one myself. Absolute class. So we've got that one, and then we've got a new one of Kobe Manu as well, which is this one, which is Kobe Manu. So yeah, anyone interested, go get them. Link is in the description of the video. Anyone that wants to check out the merchandise, go check it out. Link is in the description. Anyone on TikTok, it's on the homepage. All sizes. Loads of different colours. Supports the channel, so I appreciate it. Anyone who's bought it already, I do appreciate it, guys. Do. Now, lads, if they don't win the Euros, Southgate should be jailed. Thing is for United too. If they win the Euros, it could pave the way for the United job. Look, I don't think Gareth Southgate is getting the United job. I really don't. Yeah, I don't think he is, regardless of what he does in the Euros. Can only follow this game on Google. It says one shot on target each, but Belgium dominating possession. Yeah, look, I mean, probably Belgium have been the better team overall, but Ireland have done well, in fairness. Here's Ogbene now. Chance to run at the full-back. Comes inside. Oh, lovely. Goes back out. Squares it to small bone. Lays it off. Strike. Oh, it's blocked. Schmodix. He's had a couple of opportunities, the kid, in fairness to him, on his debut. Goal against Belgium on his debut would be unbelievable. Here he comes again now. Looks very lively, in fairness to him. Lovely cross to the back post. Yeah, and wins a corner out of it. Good play. Good play. Corner now is going to be small bone to swing it in, to swing it out, even. Goal kick, goal kick, goal kick. Now, low intensity in this one, says Thor. Yeah, always is for international friendlies though, isn't it? Nice ball, Coleman now. Oh, first touch, first touch. Throw it to Belgium. Still 0-0, guys. Coming up on 70 minutes. 65, 70 minutes at the moment. João Gomez is going to start for Brazil, says Chris. I'm looking forward to sitting down and watching a bit of that match. I'll see maybe the first half. Be interesting to see how England get on, to be honest. Oma Babadelli. What a name, boy. What a great name. Yeah, well done, Ferguson. Doing really well. I don't know if Ireland have made too many changes. No, we haven't made any changes yet. I don't think, have we? No, no substitutions yet. 70 minutes. We're going to make a few now, though. Ogbene is coming off for Kieran Knight. Or Jason Knight, sorry. Jason Knight, Kieran Knight. Ferguson is off as well. No goal for him again. Ida is on. Schmodik's coming off. Yeah, good debut for him, in fairness. He'll be delighted with himself. Like, I don't understand, like, stations like this, like Premier Sports 1, right? They've got one guy commentating, and he's terrible, right? He's absolutely terrible. And it's just so droll and just... He's got nobody to talk to. He can't bounce any opinions off of a co-commentator. I don't understand for games like this. Let me do it. You know what I mean? Let someone do it. Let a fan do it. Or, you know what I mean? Like, surely there's better ways than putting, like... I don't know who he is, who the commentator is, but he's very posh and he's very, very kind of proper and all of this kind of stuff, you know. Do it. Let a fan do it, or, you know, or an online... Like, it doesn't just have to be the same stuff all the time, you know what I mean? Make it a little bit more exciting. That's all I would say. Let me do it. I'll do it. Go on to fuck. I remember your back was sore at Christmas. How is it now? That's all good, E.T. Yeah, all good. Yeah. Pull the muscle doing certain things. No, I actually pulled the muscle getting up off the couch, believe it or not. But yeah, I'm all good now. Thanks for asking. Luke says the FAI are a disgrace, charging an arm and a leg for 2 games. No one's turning up because they are charging 100 plus for 2 games. Yeah, it's madness, isn't it? Madness. So yeah, just over 15 minutes to go, guys. I mean, these international friendlies are just pointless, aren't they? They're just pointless. I mean, like, what is the point in this game? Especially from an Ireland standpoint, you know. Like, Belgium are already qualified. Ireland are not qualified. I mean, what is the point? It just doesn't make any sense. I don't know. These, especially the March internationals, because whatever about the ones before Christmas, you're still qualifying and you're trying to qualify in the whole lot. But these March internationals are just terrible, you know. Especially with big players in as well in the run into, you know, if you were looking at, like, take, for example, Doku there. You know, he's coming into the business end of the season with Man City. And you see the likes of, like, De Bruyne and Haaland have both been pulled out of the squad for both their countries. You know, and I'm not giving out about City or anything, but Man United done it for years, especially in the March friendly internationals. Ferguson used to pull players out and say, you're not going. End of story. They're just so pointless. Oh, Bakiogo's in now. Pulled edge of the box. Strike. Oh, good save, Kelleher. Brilliant save. Ireland were stretched there up that right-hand side. Bakayoko, I think, was it? All the way up. Squares it to the edge of the box. And Mooney with the shot with his left foot. It's creeping into that far corner. But Kelleher gets down and tips it around the post. Great goalkeeping. Still 0-0. They go short now with the corner, edge of the box. Yeah, it's blocked and it's going to be another corner. Kelleher needs to leave Liverpool to keep that number 1 jersey. I couldn't agree more, Oshin. Yeah. Like, we've seen Bazunu get into that position, getting the number 1 jersey for a long time now because he was playing week in, week out, even though Kelleher was probably a better goalkeeper. So, yeah, I agree. Chris says, I'm supposed to stop and see my cousins in Cork when I come this summer. Their last name is Reardon. Plenty of Reardons down in Cork. How far is Cork from Kilkenny? About 2-hour drive. About 2-hour drive. Corner now swung in. Good header away. Doku will get it on the far side. Strike is over the bar. How long's left? About 13 and a half minutes of normal time. And then whatever is added on. Do I follow League of Ireland, says Luke? Not really, to be honest. I used to when, years ago when Kilkenny City had a team in it, but I don't really ever since, to be honest with you. I would love nothing more than Kilkenny to have a league. There has been talks over the past couple of years about potentially a team, a Carlow Kilkenny team going into the League of Ireland. KCFC, Kilkenny Carlow Football Club. Whether that happens or not, I don't know. I would certainly support them. I would love nothing more because the stadium that Kilkenny City used to play in is still there. Now it's a bit run down, but it's been used a few times by junior football clubs on a number of seasons and stuff. They've had I was captain of the Kilkenny City under-21 team back in the day, and we played there as well. That was the last team that Kilkenny City ever had. It's a shame because I'd love nothing more to go out to a League of Ireland game on a Friday night or something like that, and yeah, it's a real pity it's not there. Oh, big shout for a penalty there by Belgium. Big shout. Ball played in over the top and Kelleher comes out. The attacker gets the ball. He leaves a trailing leg there, I think. The referee doesn't give it. Not heard I spoke too soon. Well, you're talking about Kilkenny City. You have to mention it, don't you? Technically, I'm the last ever captain the club had. My shoulder is dirty there. On that one as well. How is Smallbone doing? He's doing okay, yeah. Nothing spectacular or anything, but James McLean, he hates the fucking. They make Jack the captain and the club folds. I tell you, they were trying to revive the club. The club had folded long before we were there, and they brought the under-21s back for 2 seasons to try and regenerate the club and get interest from local support and stuff, and try and put a team into the League of Ireland then, based around players from Kilkenny and further afield, of course, but just the money wasn't there. Money just wasn't there. That's the real reason you never went to the States, captain Kilkenny under-21s. Was that before that? That was before that, actually. I was only 18 at that time. 19. Nearly done. Come on, Ireland. Do you think England will win? I think they should win, yeah. But still 0-0 here, guys. 8 minutes to go. Would you want would you want Southgate at United? I think it's a step backwards. No, absolutely not. I don't want Southgate. Sounds more and more like a make-a-wish. England should win, but it's a friendly, so who knows and who cares, says Gary. There we go. There we go. But yeah, appreciate everybody watching, guys. If you're new to the channel, do hit the subscribe button. As you can see up here, this time last week, I had just over 7,000 subscribers, and we're nearly at 9,000, which is absolutely unbelievable. So our goal is to get to 10,000 before the end of the season. So if you're new to the channel, do smash the like and subscribe button on YouTube. If you're watching on TikTok as well and you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, the link is on my homepage. Head on to my homepage, click the YouTube button, hit subscribe. We do the majority of our content over there. So head over and check it out. And yeah, we're closing in on the 10,000 mark. Less than 1,200 to go. Who do you think will win the Euros? Says Alan. Well, at the moment, you would have to say that England are probably favourites. But I mean, France have a class team as well. A lot will tell between now and the end of the season with injuries and so on and so forth. Yeah. Oshin says, Coleman, man of the match, question mark. Yeah, I'd probably give it to Coleman. I think that young lad making his debut, how do you pronounce his name again? How do you pronounce it? Smodics. I thought he played quite well also. Yeah, either of them two I would give man of the match to. Get your man of the matches in, let me know. Ricey's in, he says, give the job to O'Shea, question mark. Nah, I wouldn't think so, man. Like I've said it before, I love John O'Shea, but he's never even had a managerial job before, so I don't think you can. I really don't. Smodics ain't young, he's 28, right? It's his first time playing for Ireland, so I just presumed he was. So yeah, right, that's Smodics, lad. The name is so Irish that Jack couldn't pronounce it. Yeah, that's well, see, over the last 20 years or so, Ireland has become very multicultural. So we're seeing an awful lot of non-Irish names. And it's great to see, but that's Schmodics. That's certainly not an Irish name. Not that I know of anyway. Maybe it is, and maybe I'm doing them a disservice, but I don't think it is. He ain't finished. He's only 28. Do you have a stairs in your bungalow? Oh, that's a free, surely, ref. Come on, Ireland. Last few minutes here. Adam Ida gets the ball wide. Ah, it's a great tackle. Great tackle. Belgium will come away with it. Coleman getting a bit riled up there with Doku. He dived like a swan. Schmodics is a Hungarian name, says Dishu. There we go. There we go. You learn something new every day. Oh, a bit loose there by Belgium. Ireland got a chance here. Get your head up. Ah, never looked like he was going to do anything with it. But Ireland have a throw right down in the corner. But 0-0. What have we got? But just under 3 minutes in normal time. Yeah, well done, Ida. United or Ireland win a corner late on here. God, Ireland, put everyone up there. Go for it. Daryl says Schmodik's grandmother is Irish. That's how he qualified to play for us. All right, there we go. There we go. Mikey Johnston now going to take the corner here. Oh, goes all the way. Ireland still have it now on the edge of the box. Who is that lad playing on the right? Ebelise, is it? Is that how you pronounce it? Not too impressed with him now. But yeah, 90 seconds to go, guys. Ireland 0, Belgium 0. Look, not a bad result if it stays the way it is. Ireland have held their own, you would say. Now, look, we know Belgium are not at full strength. No way, shape or form, but Ireland had a couple of good chances to score as well, and we never took them. Obviously, Evan Ferguson missing the penalty was the big one, but a couple of good opportunities. Brady on the left-hand side putting in some quality balls. And, yeah, I mean, if we had someone to put the ball in the net, it may have been different. Three minutes of added time, guys. Belgium keeping the ball now quite comfortably. But again, yeah, I mean, Ireland defending well, keeping their shape, keeping Belgium in front of them, not letting them get in behind. And then when they play sideways, putting the press on, it's been a good performance by Ireland, I have to say. Yeah, game just petering out here. A little over 60 seconds to go. But it's been a steady enough performance by Ireland, you would have to say. Seamus Coleman again there defending really well. But again, Ireland lack, you know, on the attacking side of things, they lack a lot of quality. final ball, and then just finishing. Ireland are never, ever going to have an awful lot of chances. So, we really do have to get more clinical when these chances do fall and start putting them away. We're talking about Evan Ferguson only last year being, the saviour of Ireland. He hasn't scored in 20 games now for club and country. So, lacking that real goal scorer at the moment. And then I think maybe that little creator in the middle of the park. I remember Glenn Whelan used to get an awful lot of stick, but I used to like to see, he used to be the most creative player we had an awful lot. But yeah, just 3 minutes anyway, guys. And there we go, that's the final whistle. Final whistle. Not a bad result for Ireland. John O'Shea will be delighted, I'd say. His first international manager's job. 0-0 against Belgium. The former world number one. So, it's a positive result for him. We know, look, Belgium weren't full strength by any stretch of the imagination. But enjoyed it, guys, nonetheless. Appreciate everybody who's joined in, who's tuned in, and all of that. But 0-0 after 90 minutes. Smash a like on the video, guys, if you haven't done so already. Hit subscribe if you're new to the channel. Like I said up here, we're on the road to 10,000 subscribers, trying to reach it before the end of the season. And you're the only one that can help. So if you haven't subscribed, please do. I'll be back on Monday with the news show, as always, the Manchester United news show, Monday morning at 9:30. So make sure you're tuning in for that. And we'll be back then again Monday night as usual also. But thanks for watching, guys. Smash a like on the video. If you're watching on TikTok, subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. Link is on my homepage. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll chat to you Monday. Have a good weekend. Take care.